There's nothing like the North Atlantic. It's majestic. Yeah, I love the beach. Pretty much had my first everything on a beach. You name it, first time I did it, beach. I was miserable in love, happy in love, alternately, as only a 17-year-old could be. This is where I lived. A very happy summer in the early 70s, and that was my room on the left. It's an amazing spot if you think about it. A bunch of knuckleheads working as dishwashers and waiters and pizza servers. You know, we could live on a beach like this. You know, happier, stupider times. You know, I can still hear the playlist, Strawberry Letter and the Brothers Johnson. If you put on Marvin Gaye right now, I'd burst into tears. What do? You're young, you go to the beach, you know, you get laid and you get high.
It was here, all the way out at the tip of Cape Cod, Provincetown, Massachusetts, where the Pilgrims first landed. And it was where I first landed. 1972, washed into town with a head full of orange sunshine and a few friends. Provincetown, a wonderland of tolerance, long-time tradition of accepting artists, writers, the badly behaved, the gay, the different. It was paradise.
The joy that can only come with an absolute certainty that you're invincible, that none of the choices that you make will have any repercussions or any effect on your later life, because we didn't think about those things. I don't even know what I thought I was going to be. At that point, I certainly didn't think I was going to be a cook. I don't know what I thought I was going to be. I was just, you know, hanging out in a beautiful place.
A golden time. I look back on those fuzzy memories and they seem golden anyway. Oh, there's John Waters. First love, and there's me. This guy, Johnny Yingling, was sort of a central figure in all of our lives.
Well, my name is John Yingling, and this is Spiritus Pizza. It's been here since 1971. This town is everything to me. Provincetown is a special place where people can be themselves. We all did drugs, acted young and crazy, and Tony was probably a little wilder than some and not as wild as others. But he was always a guy who I always liked.
And you let me sleep on top of the walk-in.
Right, I actually remember that.
Spiritus. I cannot tell you how frequently I dream about Spiritus Pizza. I'm walking down Commercial Street, and I'm sort of dimly aware that Spiritus has moved, and there's a sense of dislocation and a loss as I stumble around this sort of Provincetown dreamscape of 40 years ago. Well, we're still here and living in hope. Cheers. Unbelievable.
Many of the old places in Ptown are gone. But the Lobster Pot is still going strong all these years later, and still has what I want and need, the essentials. My friends worked in the kitchen here, starting the tradition among my set that cooking work was noble toil. At that point, I never intended a career as a chef.
It was great to be a cook.
I was getting to that. Oh, yes.
So this is homemade Portuguese kale soup made on the premises.
It's been a long time. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Portuguese soup, a Ptown version of the Azorean caldo verde, just what I remembered. Kale, fiery red chorizo, linguiça, kidney beans, potatoes.
Oh, I missed you. Yeah, I missed you bad.
And that was precisely what I loved about the food here, the Portuguese thing. Dishes like this stuffed cod crusted with ground Portuguese sausage, breadcrumbs, stuffed with scallop and crab, some sherry, red sauce.
I hadn't been working for a while. I was a deadbeat. I mean, I'm just, you know, scarfing off everybody else. And Nancy Poole comes home from work and says, our dishwasher didn't show up today. You're our new dishwasher. I said, oh, really? And the next day, I put on the apron, and I didn't take it off for 30 minutes. I'd wake up, and all of us go to the beach, hang out on the beach till like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it was fun.
Roll into work all night, drinking, getting high, drilling out food. You got all the food you wanted, all the liquor you wanted.
All the sex you wanted.
All the sex you wanted.
It's true. It was fun. We had a great time.
And yet you were still an essential part of the economy.
It was a lot of fun, believe me, I remember.
The flagship. It's where my cooking career started, where I started washing dishes where I started having pretensions of culinary grandeur.
That would seem like a good gig for anybody. Who else got to live like that during that time? You had to sort of be in a band. Here we were, we were dishwashers.
Now you get a little older and you get a little more sense and you realize that, like, you got to, like, pace yourself a little bit.
Otherwise, we still wouldn't be here. Well, many of our friends from those days didn't make it.
Many of my friends are dead, yeah.
All right. As you are, keep drinking, keep drinking. Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.
This place has been here forever. There used to be the back room.
Back room's still there.
See, it's all falling into place again.
Yeah, it's not that much different.
It's early spring now, but come Memorial Day, it gets crazy around here and doesn't stop till Labor Day. Provincetown was always gay-friendly, in my time and way, way before my time. And this place, the Atlantic House, known always and forever by locals and visitors alike as the A House, is America's oldest operating gay bar. Everybody has come through these doors, so to speak. Most notably, a naked and frolicking Tennessee Williams.
Is the floor still shake, or did they fix it?
No.
Oh, that's really too bad.
Everybody got seasick and started tripping. Now that it's even, they all say, let me have a cocktail so I can get my sea legs back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
April owns the joint now, taken over for her father, the legendary Reggie Cabral. A forward-thinking dude, if there ever was one.
It was built in 1798.
How long in the family, in your family?
Over 75 years. My father, during that time, he had Billie Holiday appeared, he had Nina Simone, Ella Fitzgerald, all the big names of jazz.
How has town changed? Has it changed?
Oh, I think tremendously. Gay lifestyle is much more accepted.
Look, in 1972, my feeling was that this was a gay town and that I was here at the pleasure of, somebody else, which is sort of the opposite of everywhere outside of here at that time.
Oh, yes.
This was a largely Catholic, Portuguese, conservative fishing community, but it was also known as Helltown.
It was Helltown. That's where the Puritans sent their rejects. Right out here.
Right. Farther out on the...
That's not kidding. Provincetown, I think, always had the mixture, really, of the bohemian people and the fishermen, the pirates, the writers, the drunks, all that.
Anyone who had a lifestyle outside the mainstream was welcome here.
Whatever floats your boat, It's all good.
Oh, how I wish we could both